Welcome to my channel, guys. That's a Chelsea Blue. Before we get cracking, just if you could hit the notification bell, like button, subscribe button, helps me out, guys. The same old, same old. But yeah, let's get cracking. Um, this is a bit of a chat about basically what's happening with the current owners regarding protests, etc. And as I said, this could be a preview of the Charlton versus Chelsea game with the FA Cup. Right then, let's get cracking. So as we're all fully aware, um, the owners can sell. There's a lot of PR saying they can sell. There's some YouTube platforms saying they can sell. It's a 10 year. Nobody signs in for a 10 year thing. It's like a mortgage, basically. You because you bought the house doesn't mean you got to stay there till the end of your mortgage agreement. Uh, Obviously, with owning a football club as big as Chelsea, there's a bit more. Um, but yeah, as I said, they can sell. Yeah, they definitely 100% can sell. So don't believe some of the PR that we've been told. It's just relentless now with this PR from the normal, the blue ticks. The Austin, Fabrizio Romano, and Matt Lowe and Tough Big Jacobs. But you know, same old regarding them. But yeah, they can sell. Um, you know, is still they own from Aries Management Group uh, money because they've taken out a loan. So there's a massive amount of money they got to sort of pay back by 2027, I believe. Um, so they could be in a little bit of a pickle, to be honest with you. Unless, of course, they are sort of they don't get their out. They know how to get out of loopholes. That's for sure, because they are like loophole merchants. But yeah, they can sell, and they have, as I said, they have two loans. One is 700,000, and the other one I think is 500,000. But to these people, is nothing. Um, but yeah, they need to pay that back with interest, because we are, or they are, an interest people. But yeah, they can sell, and now we're going to get the little nitty gritty regarding Rosinha. Once again, we're getting PR'd. This guy, this Rosinha, who haven't achieved anything, was basically sacked under Hull, sacked uh, with Derby. Then he goes to Strasbourg, haven't really achieved anything in Strasbourg. He bottled going into Europe. I think they finished seventh last season. So, as I said, we're going down and down and down. But these owners and what we've been PR'd, they're saying that this guy, he has all the capabilities of succeeding with this club. No, I think what it is, he's going to be more of a yes man than the last gaffer, or the last coach, head coach. Because as I said, we're all AI scouting under these owners, and the medical staff, they sort of dictate what time players can come off and what players can play, along with the sporting directors. But yeah, that's what we're being PR'd now. This head coach, uh, he's got all the capabilities and have taken us, you know, above and beyond type of thing, winning this, that, and the other. We should be winning everything. Never mind, the Conference Cup. Obviously, that was with under Maresca. But yeah, that's what we're being PR'd now. This guy is going to be the guy who's going to take us all the way. We have this amazing squad as well. We have a squad that can do it. Apparently, we have world class goalkeepers in Jorgensen and Sanchez. Really? I know I wear glasses, but my glasses tell me something completely different. They're nowhere near the levels of Petr Cech or Gudicini or Courtois. Nowhere near. So I don't understand why he's coming out and saying we have world class goalkeepers. But yeah, that's what we've been PR'd. We have a world-class goalkeeper. We have a good squad. It's the same old, isn't it? Where under these owners, they give them the script, and the sport directors give them. Everyone's got their script. Then now Rossini has to read from the script, and come out with all the stuff he's coming out with. It's laughable, really. We shouldn't be laughing, but it is laughable. But that's where we are. You know, we have a world class team, or world class goalkeepers. We have a good squad. He thinks that the squad is capable of being successful. Really, you know, before long, as I said, these owners will think that the Earth is not round, because that's where they're heading. Like, they're deluded. They're completely deluded. Um, but yeah, that's where we are with him. There's a few things I just want to, if you just bear with me for 2 seconds, I took a few little screenshots. As I said, if you just bear with me. But yeah, it's saying here, this is from Vinci on X, saying Liam Rossini is a kind of coach Chelsea fans love. He's bold, ambitious, and fearless. He's not playing it safe. He's not playing it safe in the press conference. He's going all in, success or nothing. That's what we've been PR'd, saying, I'm not an alien. I've seen what's been written in the press. There's no way you can be successful as a manager if you don't make decisions yourself. No, you're not making decisions. People above you are making decisions. You're just being scripted to you're making decisions. Uh, and that's one. Then there's another one then. My job is to try and create a team where teams fear coming to Stamford Bridge. What team fear us? Do we have a proper number 9 striker, somebody like an Osherman, or somebody like we used to have, a Drogba, a Costa, Shevchenko, Anelka, Good Johnson, Hasselbank? Do we have anybody who's somebody like that who can put the ball in the back of the net? Do we have talented wingers? Yeah, Esteban looks a quality player, don't get me wrong, but he's young. He's still inexperienced. He's still learning the game himself. We don't have an Hazard. We don't have a Joe Cole or Willian, a Robin. We don't have a Lampard, a Ballack, a Ramirez, a Makelele, an Essien. So we, how are we going to create a fortress, or make other teams scared to come to Stamford Bridge? We don't have a team. Yeah, there's certain individuals that are world class, like your Reece James, your Caicedo, your Cole Palmer. Unfortunately, he's playing with a little niggle, with an injury, so he's probably taking the injections or some sort. So how are we creating a world class fearless team? We're not. So for this is just ludicrous, because we haven't got a team people fear. This, when we play Charlton tomorrow, do you think they're going to fear us? Not a chance. They're going to think to themselves, "Oh, we've got a little chance here. Let's see if we can nick a goal, and put them on a try and panic them a little bit." But yeah, that's where saying he's going to create a fearless team, and create a team that when they come to Stamford Bridge, they're going to be too scared. Yeah, righto. Um, you know, he also says as well. He remembers, this is Rossini mind. He remembers coming to Stamford Bridge, and there was a physicality about the team. He wants to make Stamford Bridge a place where teams come to fear again. So, as I said, that was when we had quality owner, quality managers, quality director, quality medical team, quality players. We don't have any of those. We don't have a quality elite manager, or you know, we don't have a quality uh, director or an owner. The medical team, as I said, it was all remedies. You know, the celebrity place. Uh, so you, you know, he's the whole thing's a farce. Um, but just going, there's obviously we know that is a fan protest on the 17th of January, 1 p.m. at Britannia Gate, just before the Brentford game. There's also the day after, on the 18th, uh, against Blueco again, but with the Strasbourg, the Ultra 90s. They've organised a protest now. So good, bring it on. You know, everybody should unite, as I said in my other videos. Everyone needs to unite, as well as platforms. But as I said, that's a good thing. You know, we got to get these owners out. As I said, unite. You know, the bigger we are, the way it's going to escalate and get these out sooner, the better. But yeah, as I said, there's still one or two YouTube platforms who are still saying, you know, yes, guys, we're doing all right, guys. Yeah, yeah. You just got to trust the process. Well, yeah, 4 years, you still want to trust this process, do we? You know, 4 years in, and or close to 4 years in, we still want to trust this process. Okay, you know, when you're gonna wake up, wake up, you silly sausages. They're never going to change this model and their philosophy. They want money. They want to buy young kids, sell them on for profit. It's a win-win-win situation for them. They're not interested. They have no ambition. If they had ambition, they would have done it years ago. Bought us an elite manager, bought us quality players, experience, because the team needs experience. That's what this team needs, along with a proper manager who somebody actually deals with the team, that deals with the selection of the team and the ins and outs and everything else, and obviously and the medical department as well. But so people, if you're still on board with this model and this process, then your standards are low. Yeah, they are low because you're deluded. These owners aren't going to change. They aren't going to go down the route that Roman done. Roman was one of us. He was in the stands. Next to his supporters. He'd listen to us. If we spoke, he'd listen. Yeah, like the Super Cup. He sent Petr Cech down, and Petr Cech said, "Yeah, it's not happening, guys." But these owners, they run. Look at that kid, Jacob, I think his name is, and he's sort of going after Egg Barley, and he's gone. He's like Speedy Gonzalez. So yeah, as I said, they're an absolute joke. These owners, the whole lot of them. I have put a few little things on X regarding these owners and etc. But yeah, we gotta get these clowns, because that's all they are, clowns. We gotta get these clowns out. But yeah, but no, guys, honestly, these they can sell. They can sell. They can still keep Blueco as Blueco, but they can still pass on to somebody else, and they can still be part of the Blueco. But yeah, nobody ties themselves in for 10 years and they can't escape. These are businessmen. Even though really, for these sort of supposedly business people, they still can't organise, a front of shirt sponsorship. I don't trust these idiots to run a bar. Honestly, don't trust them. So anyway, that's that. As I said, they're not going to change. So everybody needs to forget that. You're mad. But yeah, as I said, so that's where I am with that. They can sell. We've got to keep on chanting away. Roman Abramovich, and everything else. They don't care about us, and you know, just got to keep on going, guys. They will go. Pressure makes diamonds. So yeah. That's that. With that, as I said, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Unfortunately, I don't know whether I've been shadow banned or what, but unfortunately, the likes are really, really low. I'm trying my best to boost my subscribers, to boost me up, to climb, to, to be, well, hopefully do well. This isn't my job. I do something completely different. So if I am being shadow banned, I'll keep going. Even if I got one subscriber or just on my own, I'm just talking to myself. Um, I'll keep going. So if I am being shadow banned or wherever, I'll keep coming for you blue coat people. I will keep coming. But yeah, as I said, regarding other YouTuber, there's only one YouTuber, and he's been at it relentlessly. That's Johnny Minerals. He's been saying it for 3.5 years or 3 years about the way the club's been operated. And salute to Johnny Minerals. He is absolute brilliant. He's like the godfather. And wish we had a CST, but they're still hiding. Uh, somewhere. Maybe they're hiding in their mother's basement, too scared to come out because they're too involved with these clowns, but whatever. Uh, but no, salute to, I don't know whether he's watching my videos, but salute to Johnny Minerals and anybody else that watched my video. But yeah, guys, please, help me. Subscribe to my videos if you haven't, if you have subscribed, just check that you're still subscribed. And as I said, hit the like button, the notification bell. I will do a video after tomorrow's game against Charlton, but just going to give you what I think the team will be. So this is what I think. I think you might go for this sort of team because they're going to push on now. The younger players now because they're going to create value. So my team is going to be Jorgensen as goalkeeper, on the left Hato. I think you probably go with Badashile as centre back. Apparently, he may go with Achimpong, or maybe because Fofana hasn't played, he might go with Fofana. I'm not sure if he's injured. And then on the right hand side, it could be either Gusto or maybe you might play an Achimpong at right back. Then uh, up in front of those, I think you would go with Santos and Enzo to rest Caicedo. Just in front, I think it would be the Brighton player on that day. Then on the left hand side, I reckon you'll go with. I think you'll go with Gittins, but you never know. You might go Ganacho, and then on the right, Esteval. Then I think you would go. You could possibly go with a Matthew, or even a João Pedro. But that's what I think you would go for. To me, it doesn't make a difference. I just want these clowns out. But I just, put out to you guys. And yeah, and as for score, we should have. We come on, we're Chelsea, but I don't want to be disrespectful to Charlton because, they're gonna they ain't gonna fear us. But I will say, I think they will score because we like conceding goals. Uh, I will go with 3-1 to Chelsea. I reckon. I had the last game sort of right against Fulham 2-1, except I had it the wrong way around. I thought we would win 2-1. So I was sort of there, a little bit. But yeah, that's my score prediction. That is my. I will try and get a graphic on, later on with the team selection. Just having a bit of a problem, but it's not a big thing for me. Graphics, I don't need to draw pictures for everybody. Everybody knows, the players and where they sort of play. But yeah, that's my prediction, guys. 3-1 to Chelsea. But keep on with the chance and give it to the owners. They need to be gone. But yeah, win, lose, draw, blue co out, and respect to every single one of you watching me. As I said, please like the video and check if you're subscribed and subscribe to the video. But yeah, let's go. Let's get these idiots owners out. So as I said, win, lose, draw, blue co out, and as I said, respect to every single one of you who've going to the game. Safe travels. And I hope everyone's good. And yeah, anyway, guys, that's me done. I will leave you now, and I will, as I said, tomorrow after the game against Charlton, I would do a stream, not a stream, sorry, a video for you all, just to give my thoughts and opinion. But yeah, so that's me done. Cheers, guys, and salute to every single one of you. That's a Chelsea Blue out. Bye now.